Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the pre-post show.
Oh, God. We dealing with, like, English Mater D, TJ?
What's that, Paul?
Hello, hello, hello.
Do you have a problem with how I'm talking now, Paul?
Chip, cheerio. TJ here.
Carry on, man. No, I like this new character.
Stiff upper lip.
TJ's got
That's
a
very
stiff
English.
Yes, very
upper
English,
lip.
Paul. Very English. I'm going to drink some tea and eat some crumpets now.
How are you?
For I am an English gentleman
Cool.
of England.
Wow.
Of England.
I never would know the difference.
Yeah.
Where in England are you from?
Yorkford, Chestershire.
Oh, yeah.
Ah, of course.
Yorkford, Chestershire, man. Oh,
Yes.
I should have known it from your
What's the,
meticulous
You
accent.
should have heard it in my Yorkford, Chestershire accent.
Fuck happened?
What is the
What
region
happened to
known for?
what?
What's that? What's the regional dish
headphones
there?
just
It's
died.
kind of turning into Skeletor as time goes on.
It's me.
Yo, boob!
You rube?
I like when he called them boobs. I was like,
You bumbling boob.
looks like Paul is having some headphone issues.
difficulties.
That's why we do these pre-post shows. You guys get the practice show. Yeah, sound check. Get down in there, you little worm. Scotty, kick him in the ass while he's down there.
He's not in front of me.
Oh. Well, spank his ass then.
I'm good. If there's ever a technical error underneath your desk, TJ, feel free to do those things.
Yeah, he just crawled over on my side. He's sucking my dick under the desk now.
Damn.
I was quick. I was super quick.
Error, TJ.
Error.
Oh,
Error, TJ.
That's what the... Dude, yeah, TJ, can we talk about how many errors you commit?
Error. No.
Lots and lots.
No, I don't.
Scotty has been cataloging them for what?
Error.
Like 30-some-odd years now?
32 years.
32.
Looks like Scotty did
Dude,
some
Scotty
shoddy
went-
research for tonight's episode. I'm just going to point that out.
He did shoddy research?
Shoddy research.
Oh, no.
Shoddy Scotty.
Error. The research is impeccable.
No, it's not.
Wrong.
He only has like 3 pictures for the whole episode.
3?
I
Yeah.
have 3.2 pictures.
He failed. He failed.
0.2, TJ. Error.
Let's see what's going on in the fucking news. That's always fun.
No, it isn't.
Yeah, what's fun about the news, dude?
It's terrible.
Paul's reaction usually.
Yeah, well, I guess that's true. I'll give you that.
8
much.
years of Trump tax returns subpoenaed by Manhattan DA. Okay.
Wrong.
Let's
Oh,
see
have you
how
guys
that turns out.
you guys heard the more sable rattling against Iran today?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, bigger
Yeah, that-
Iran day.
Like, and notice, like, the nebulous nature of who
Yeah.
did it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but it's Iran.
Yep.
You know, wink, wink.
It's strange how it be the person that we most want to go to war with so
Yeah.
bad. Or when I say we, I'm talking, of course, about like, you know what I'm talking about.
I saw this news story
The oligarchs,
that
the money barons. Ah.
early on after the attack on the Saudi oil plant or whatever
Yeah.
the fuck it was happened. I saw some reporting that these Houthi rebels in that country had claimed responsibility for it. But people were saying, oh, this was way too sophisticated an attack. But then later in the article, it said the Houthi rebels are known to use drones and blah, 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 and attacks across Saudi Arabia and yada, yada, yada. So I don't know exactly why is it getting pinned on the Iranians now?
Because we want to go to Iran.
Let's have a war.
But nobody's come out and said Iran yet, though. That's what
yeah,
creeps me out about it. Is like the news media has done that for all the politicians,
Right. And they're all pushing the fucking
Like, even-
Iran narrative now.
yeah, it's crazy, dude. How this happens because it's like deja vu for the other ridiculous boondoggle wars that we've entered in that fucking part of the world. You know?
Yeah, well, Trump's already said Iran is behind it.
Right. Trump has come out and started saber rattling
Trump
against Iran
says
now.
certainly looking like Iran is to blame. Tehran
Certainly
denies
looking?
Yeah, it's
See,
certainly
that's what I
looking
mean.
like it.
Certainly looking.
Certainly looking.
What kind of intelligence is this? So you're gonna
Trump intelligence?
pseudo declare war on Twitter by saying it certainly looks like a country did something that you clearly have no proof that they did. Otherwise, you'd be offering that.
And it seems like the actual attackers are from Yemen. Yemen's Houthis say they will attack again. So the Houthis are like, we did this. And everyone's like, no, I think it was Iran. It's like, no, it was us.
It was Iran. And Iran's going like, it wasn't.
So we're blaming the people who say they didn't do it we're fucking not believing the people who say they did do it, and there's no evidence as far as I can see anywhere. Now, obviously, I'm not getting any fucking... Yeah, like,
imagine?
You go through all the fucking trouble.
And everybody's like
blowing a bunch of oil fields, and Saudi Arabia's like, fucking Iran. It's like, wait, it was us.
No, it was us over here. It was the Houthis. Shut up, Houthis. It was Iran.
You're not sophisticated enough to do an attack like this.
Well, the Houthis, that won't make them. That won't make people enough money attacking the Houthis.
Yeah, there's not enough fucking war profiteering to be
Houthis,
had in a war
enough,
with
look,
the Houthis.
We've run the numbers on you. There's not enough.
There's only 15 of you Houthis. Get
need
a whole
more.
country with oil underneath it.
Then
we'll
we'll
talk.
talk.
Okay.
You call
right
us.
Now, Iran.
Oh, we'll call you. You won't call us.
Houthis.
Goddamn Houthis.
Goddamn, man. Yeah. No, it just stinks like shit again in America. So, but what we need is another war. Isn't it fun how right at the time when our economy is flagging and looking like it's going to start fucking entering a deep recession? War.
Time for another war.
Oh, dude. I don't know if this is true or not, but I saw somebody rambling on Twitter today about how they think that the whole John Bolton retiring thing was carefully orchestrated, so that he couldn't be blamed or he wouldn't be a lightning rod. That like he went in there, convinced the president to go to war with Iran, and then to protect the whole thing from criticism that would come from yet another Bolton war,
he leaves.
Ejects, and now he has nothing to do with it.
It's an interesting idea. I don't know.
What do you think about that, TJ?
So another comedian fired for being a bad boy. You hear about that guy?
Well, how bad? What did he do?
He was bad. He was naughty.
What happened?
Did he rape or murder someone or
Yeah,
rob
he
someone
did.
at gunpoint?
On
He
stage.
did?
He raped their emotions
Oh,
with
okay.
his racist and homophobic slurs.
After the comments
So
resurfaced.
SNL fires Shane Gillis after racist homophobic comments resurfaced. So this guy was just hired by SNL. And now he's just fired by SNL. Live from New York, it won't be Shane Gillis. Whoop, whoop.
Oh, wow.
The comedian, one of 3 new cast members recently announced for Saturday Night Live's upcoming 45th season, has been fired over a series of racist and homophobic comments that have
What did he
resurfaced
say?
online.
What were the comments?
Let's see. After talking with Shane Gillis, we've decided he will not be joining SNL, blah, blah, blah. We want SNL to have a variety of voices and points of view within the Shut up. That's the opposite of what you just said with your actions, so quiet down.
During a conversation about New York City's Chinatown neighborhood, Gillis used a racist slur asking, why do the fucking chinks live there?
Oh, my God.
Okay.
Why? Why?
Another episode found Gillis referring to Judd Apatow and Chris Gethard as white faggot comics, calling them fucking gayer than ISIS.
Okay.
I see no problem.
I didn't know ISIS was gay.
Fucking gayer than ISIS.
Okay. So that's it.
Now, get out of here.
So comedian uses words.
Comedian makes joke.
Show.
Gone.
And it oh my God. Get out of here with this shit, man.
We value the other points of view.
We value other points of view as long as you think exactly the same
Yeah.
way as us.
Apparently you don't value the point of view of people who don't turn apoplectic when somebody says faggot.
Well, no,
Apparently you don't value that view, so you don't value everybody's views. You just value the prevailing fucking cultural climate's views.
Well, who they employ speaks to that. I mean,
which, by the way, is a little fucking worrisome considering you're a comedy fucking show. And the reason why Saturday Night Live was a funny comedy show is because it was iconoclastic and it challenged people's prevailing ideas about things and presented racial ideas and intersexual ideas in a fucking way that everybody could laugh at. So you might want to rethink your strategy of firing people that are willing to push the envelope and say edgy things, because that's what makes people laugh. You dumb fucks.
And it's so
TJ,
weird because
are you hearing this, TJ? We have a racist in our midst, dude. Cancel
wait,
Paul.
Hold on, Netflix.
Oh no, TJ.
Cancel me then.
Cancel Paul. Cancel him. He's canceled.
Good. Well, Netflix has put
Guillotine
out
him.
Sticks and Stones by Dave Chappelle. They put out Paper Tiger by Bill Burr. Netflix has put out some fucking edgy comedy routines recently.
Which I've done really
I gotta be
well.
honest with
And
you.
you know what? They've been gigantic fucking successes.
I think that those comedy routines that you just mentioned, because I've seen them both,
Yeah.
are only edgy if you.
They're edgy for this time
right.
and place.
They're not. They're
If they
nowhere
come out
near.
if they
the
come out in
level
the
of edge.
90s, people would have been like,
Yeah,
Okay.
it's middle of the road shit. It's like lukewarm shit back then.
But now it's like
now it's hot
fucking,
thunder.
Oh my god. How is he going to get
away
with
direction.
that?
That's a sad direction for comedy to be moving. Let me tell you that.
And I feel like if you watch that Dave Chappelle special in particular, like he's like running back, like, oh, I made a joke, I better run off the stage now. So it's like a tacit acknowledgement that like I'm barely able to even get away with this kind of crap.
Oh yeah, no, it's people are scared to be funny anymore, and that's not a good thing. That's not a good thing for anybody, anywhere.
I want you, and I just want somebody to show me a good, solid woke comedian, man.
Yeah, me too.
I want to see this great woke comedian that's bringing it on that fucking new level.
We've watched them.
Show
on the
me
show.
the vision of new comedy. Show me one of those fuckers that's actually funny.
We've watched them on this show, dude.
Show me how you be funny when you're not fucking offensive.
And you know what a bunch of whiners said? Well, you didn't listen long enough. You took them out of context. It's like, what? It's comedy.
Comedy is all about fucking suffering.
Let's
It's all
laugh.
about fucking pain. It's like the fucking blues or some shit.
Commiseration.
Yeah, you can't. It's a lot of it's fucking like, hey, we're fucking all on this doomed fucking planet and everything's going awry.
Yeah, we're all
Might as well have a fucking chuckle about it.
I mean, let's be honest. Comedy is one of those places where people come because they want to let their hair down. They want to be less uptight. They want to fucking be offended a little bit and laugh at themselves and their beliefs. And that's the comedian's job. And when you limit what the comedian can talk about in such a way that people are losing their jobs for saying utterly benign things contextually, then you're just stifling like one of the most important tools we have as a fucking species to come together and commiserate over shit.
You know, I thought Andrew Yang had a pretty cool response to this, by the way. Now, he did take issue with the jokes, the chink joke or whatever, but he's like, I don't think this guy should be fired, you know? I think we need to have, like, fucking a sense of forgiveness about this shit. I don't even think there's anything to forgive, personally. But I'm glad that at least someone out there, and probably one of the most prominent Asian Americans in the fucking country right now, if not the most, was able to fucking at least fucking not do this absolute condemnation bullshit.
He's a whitewashed Asian, TJ. He's a whitewashed passing Asian. Okay,
passing Asian.
He's not a real Asian.
I saw today someone say that
he's
Pete
white
Buttigieg. I saw someone say today Pete Buttigieg is not a gay man. He is
he's
a heteronormative, straight man who happens to have sex with other men, and there's a difference.
What's wrong with that, TJ?
It's like I was like, what the fuck kind of insane world have I woken up in?
Yeah, it's really gotten bad.
You could be a man that has
gotten bad.
You could be a man that has sex with other men and is married to another man, and not be gay now.
The culture's eating itself. It's insane to watch. Like we've been talking about this whole kind of like socially puritanical culture that has crept back up for a long time on this show, on our previous show.
The only thing that I think is saving us right now is the fact that all the different forms of Puritanism are all competing against each other.
Right. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's totally true.
If they actually had agreement, we'd be so fucked right now.
Oh, yeah.
We'd be like we're already on the road to dystopia, but we'd be on the fucking bullet train at that point.
Well, they can't stop pruning the best among them. So they're like all that shit that we talked about, how the movement looks like it's going to eat itself because there's so much infighting and so much purity testing.
It absolutely does.
It's happening now in real time.
And it's been happening
slowly
for a while.
but surely. This whole fucking culture of watch what you're saying is cannibalizing itself before our eyes. People are having to do ever more and more logical gymnastics to justify who deserves to be silenced and who doesn't based on what criteria, because the criteria is so fucking different from person to person
and
to person.
it's so fluid.
And everybody's criteria matters now because they got 15,000 other people on Twitter that are looking for a criteria themselves that are willing to fucking just harass somebody off the platform or mass flag their content. It's just eating itself alive, dude. ContraPoints went down recently, or her Twitter did at least.
Yeah. And she's reactivated the Twitter, but now she's like, the Twitter will now be run by my fucking assistant or whatever.
So she severed
I am no longer going to be on this platform.
Severed all connection with the fucking platform. Just going to use it to fucking push her content.
Shit, basically.
Yeah. So there's a voice that was out there actually doing the hard fucking work of trying to change minds. That is somebody that is so close to in your wheelhouse that I can't see why you'd have a possible problem. That is one of the better, more eloquent speakers amongst that part of the movement, the woke movement or whatever you want to call it.
Right.
One of the more striking video makers in that fucking community.
Easily.
and now a good fucking long distance from any kind of interaction with you. Congratulations. I'm sure she's got a great taste in her mouth going forward about the movement after being bombarded by a bunch of histrionic idiots. And that's one, like I said, that's one of the fucking brightest lights in that fucking community. So they're doing the hard work for people that are against this type of puritanical bullshit. Because the people that are actually out there making compelling content, they're combing through their shit and finding some objectionable thing about some benign shit that they said. And pushing them away, pushing them out of the fucking movement. Bravo. What a way to fucking solidify a social movement.
It's the name of the game, dude. They've been doing it, and look, the targets have to keep getting closer to home because they've silenced so many people and they've pushed so many people off. It's like, oh, this person did this, they're gone, they're gone, they're gone. Eventually, they're left with only their own group to go after. Then it's like, well, who's really part of our group and who's really not going to be part of this group?
Yeah.
You can't fucking win, and you can't fucking win. There's no fucking way. That's what people don't realize.
I just want to wait. I'm just eager for the day when they all wake up and realize that they've become such Puritans for their own point of view that the only person who can possibly pass the purity test is themselves, and they're all just individuals, and any sort of idea of a movement has totally regressed down to just everyone for themselves, and they basically turn into some kind of right-wing libertarian movement on accident.
Yeah, it's pretty tragic, but I'm glad because I'm hoping that we're at the fucking dawn of a new challenging age where there's a really bright market of free speech and free expression, and where movies and music and stuff start challenging us again, because I'm telling you, man, it's sorely missed. It's sorely missed in the fucking culture. It's sorely missed as a common source of being able to come together and laugh at our differences and not fight over our differences, not judge one another over our differences, but find some kind of common fucking laughter about it. That's a big part of healing those divides in my mind.
You know, I think this Shane Gillis dude should go out there and just do a fucking internet show where he reviews episodes of SNL as they come out.
God.
And just fucking tears them apart.
I wouldn't want to be in that fucking seat.
And just be like, hey, let's call it like the Fuck SNL show starring Shane Gillis.
Until there's more social benefit to actually making
at least one episode.
To actually making the kind of content you're talking about, Paul, the challenging content, the edgy content, the content that's not all just fucking ballless shit that meets a fucking, like, the standard of, was the biggest whiner in the room going to be offended? Until we get to that place, because right now, with call-out culture, the value is saying, hey, this person did a racism, this person did this thing we don't like, this person is an asshole.
I think that time might be now, dude. I mean, Dave Chappelle just cashed a fatty fucking multi-million-dollar check on that. And say what you want about the Twitter outrage about it. By and large, more people have talked about that fucking comedy special than any comedy special I can remember in the last fucking decade.
He pretty much called the same shit like we did. He said, like, when Dave Chappelle was talking about Louis C.K., it's like, look, the one person that walked out or was pissed off, it's like one motherfucker on Twitter. It's like, it's not representative of reality, and people have to fucking understand that. It's not actually what most people are fucking sitting around discussing or talking about. It's this fucking small group of people on the internet who are hyper-focused on these issues that are fucking basically in the driver's seat, which is absurd. Right. They don't represent the majority of people.
And a huge amount of media personalities that are pandering to those people.
For whatever reason.
Right.
I mean, that remains unclear. Whether they actually are true believers, whether they're deriving some other monetary benefit, I don't know. I couldn't tell you.
Just another thing to keep us at each other's fucking throats and shit. While they run out the back with the fucking big sacks of cash.
Well, they rob the bank,
Mr. Moneybags from fucking Monopoly.
Sorry. They can't rob the bank. They own the bank. So
right, yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Well, that actually
in
lets them rob
capitalist America, bank rob you.
Yeah, happens all the time.
It's bullshit. All right, well, that's our pre-post show. Thank you guys for tuning in.
Goodbye.
We'll see you again on Friday
Goodbye.
with another
Love you a long time.
show.
Goodbye.